A billion-dollar move that's shaking up the sports world, and it's not just about football. In a groundbreaking transaction that's turning heads across the sports industry, the New York Giants have agreed to sell a 10% ownership stake in the team. The deal places the franchise's total value at a staggering $10 billion, setting a new benchmark as the most expensive valuation ever recorded for any sports team globally. The buyer, Julia Koch, widow of billionaire industrialist David Koch and her family. According to Bloomberg, they've struck a deal with the Mara and Tisch families, who have long held equal ownership of the Giants. But here's the catch. The sale still needs to be greenlit by the NFL's other team owners before it becomes official. That approval process could spark debate, especially given the scale and implications of the deal. Sportico reports that the Koch family is set to pay north of $1 billion for their slice of the team. Once finalized, the ownership breakdown will shift. The Mara and Tisch families will each retain 45%, while the Kochs will hold the remaining 10%. And this is the part most people miss. Despite the hefty price tag, the Kochs won't gain any pathway to majority control. Their stake is purely minority, with no direct influence over team decisions or operations. This isn't the Koch family's first foray into New York's sports scene. Just last year, Julia Koch and her 3 children invested approximately $1 billion to acquire a 15% stake in the parent company that owns the Brooklyn Nets, NBA, New York Liberty, WNBA, and the Barclays Center Arena. Clearly, they're positioning themselves as influential players in the city's sports and entertainment landscape. It's worth noting that the previous record for sports franchise valuation was also $10 billion, set earlier this year during the sale of a majority stake in the Los Angeles Lakers. That deal, too, raised eyebrows and questions about the skyrocketing value of elite sports teams. Julia Koch's personal fortune is estimated to be between $70 billion and $80 billion, placing her among the wealthiest individuals in the world. Her recent investments suggest a strategic interest in high-profile legacy sports brands, perhaps as a way to diversify influence or build a lasting family legacy. But here's where it gets controversial. Should billionaires be allowed to buy into iconic sports franchises without gaining operational control? Does this kind of investment dilute the cultural identity of teams that fans have cherished for generations? Or is it simply the new reality of modern sports economics? We want to hear your thoughts. Is this a smart move for the Giants or a worrying trend in the commercialization of sports? Drop your opinions below. Whether you're cheering or cringing, your voice matters.